Hi there. It's great to have you back on my CryptoQ Media channel. This episode is plenty of action as XRP tests major resistance zones. The test is starting right now, so be ready, everyone. The time has come that we have all been waiting for. In my early YouTube videos this year, I repeatedly said things like, listen, if you want to see a higher price or a high price XRP, we need to have the perfect timing. October is often considered the finest month for cryptocurrency investments, with an average return of 80%. XRP is currently attempting to break away from the crowd. I am unsure about any alternative timeframes that might be being considered. The SEC may also let us know that they will not be participating in the Ripple v. SEC litigation, which would put a stop to the whole process. We will also talk about that. Guests Chris Larson and Brett and Bradwell, I shouldn't say between them, will be meeting at Brad's Garlic House in the upcoming episode, and we'll also be revealing the interviewee's name. Sure, let's buy some Bitcoin. Its value has risen 1.36% in the past day, reaching 65,783. At the time of writing, Ethereum was trading at 2,692, a gain of 2.27%. As predicted, USDT and USDC are back where they should be relative to the dollar. Total cryptocurrency market capitalization is $2,326 billion. We need to figure out what to do next. For those keeping score at home, 1 XRP is 586, not 589, which is 58 cents. Everyone wants to know that. Why don't we hit the road? There is one thing in particular that worries me here. The one thing that concerns me is the exceedingly positive sentiment surrounding cryptocurrency on Twitter. Longs are really popular right now. Everybody seems to agree that the cryptocurrency market is likely to explode in value. Here we are with 100,000 bitcoins. Every coin seems to be plotting a 50x. Every time I notice this kind of pessimism, our price falls, and I've been keeping tabs on the cryptocurrency market since 2017. What do you think will happen at some time? I think we will see Bitcoin return to the 50 to 55 level. In my opinion, it is correct. Explain to me how we'll know when it's easy. After 72,000, we will not conduct any further tests. Personally, I think that happens before the retest. A retest will probably be ordered. A few weeks from now, it will be on its way. And I really doubt it will be very long. I don't think it will be quite as bad as the last one. It seems to me that wicking will be a pretty quick procedure. All of the present officials will be ousted. Here we go again, you'll be lucky to find any. The next step is an ascent. Personally, I think that to be true. I could be very wrong, but I could also be totally right. This exact second, everyone, the odds are in favor of neither side. From what we can see, this phenomenon has not yet taken hold in its entirety. At this time, no, although we haven't fully broken out just yet, the statistics indicates that we are all doing so. Crypto on Twitter, everyone is going completely crazy. Take caution. What I mean is that I prefer to take a backseat when it comes to matters of finances. I am going to hold off on spending my money right now. If there is a breakdown, I will buy, otherwise, I will put the money aside. I can confirm that for you. So, what's the big deal? Why? Reason being, I've been buying cryptocurrencies at a rate that's $1 each day on average. Starting in 2017, I started to feel less of a sense of urgency. I am not in a state of last-minute panic. This way. Mail for currency, when it comes to Bitcoin, September has been absolutely phenomenal. Take a look at. With a gain of over 9% in just September, 2013 is at rock bottom. A strong decision can still be achieved during the next few days. Hopefully, we can host and partake in a wonderful, full-bodied weekend here. However, September is infamously a brutal and horrific month. So, it's good to see some vegetation. In my opinion, green is the best color. Starting in September and concluding in December or March in some years, you can really see the prior 4 years. The completion of crypto was in a green stage. I'll go over the schedule with you again and fill you in on this strange occurrence from earlier. Brace yourselves for an exciting final quarter. The following tax season may bring a possible decline in prices, but for the time being, this pattern will persist. It is reasonable to anticipate that prices would increase once more in the late spring and early summer following the tax season. If you're still not convinced, just look at the return charts of Bitcoin. The beginning of tax season is always in April. At long last, tax time has come. Just how do we arrive at that stage? January, February, and March? I don't mind that tax season has finally arrived. That drop in price will be tracked. The second common occurrence is. Furthermore, both the 2020 and 2016 bull seasons were exceptionally verdant. June 2016, green; 2020, somewhat red; July, green. If you notice a pattern, look into where it came from. Gaining insight into these markets and our future objectives is as simple as comparing our current activities to those of previous bull cycles. Crypto Minute: what are the thoughts of industry insiders on the potential SEC appeal? Reportedly, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission intends to appeal the July 13 court decision in the Ripple case. I assure you that I am not being rude. It is not my goal to be harsh. Nobody gives a hoot. For whomever Eleanor Terry spoke, my deepest gratitude. Do you agree with me on this? She spoke with a lawyer who had recently left the firm and had previously worked for the SEC. Also, he said that the parties concerned will probably appeal, in his opinion. It makes no difference what this guy said. It makes no difference if you run into an ex-SEC. The real mystery is why she is corresponding with former SEC lawyers in the first place. Clearly, her goal is to have this covered by the media so that she can tweet about it and gain followers. To what extent have you maintained communication with former SEC attorneys? Your mails will go unanswered by the SEC along the lines of, "Wow, I know this guy," generally. That is not his first rodeo there. 6 months, if not a year, had passed since his last visit. Very nicely. Being an ex-employee is sufficient. He has to tell me what he thinks before I can turn it into a tweet. Who knows if she ever spoke to him at all? With only that, we are left to wonder if her communication with him was accurate. Jeremy Hogan has written the best remark on this. He asserts with certainty that they reject the perspective. Their loss of focus was unwise. Yes, he is right. Please consider that. Most of the time, when you're arguing with someone, you're sure you're right. The SEC also thinks they're right, so you know that much. I am not trying to hide the fact that I am aware of what is about to transpire. No one knows what will happen on October 7th, the date of both his lawsuit and the appeal. Is it someone's fault? Though to what end does it serve? Where is this treasure that she is discovering? Why are you trying to get a response out of a former SEC lawyer by bringing this up? Nothing he does will change it. Since his employment with the agency has ended, he is no longer privy to any information on its operations. Therefore, his opinion is irrelevant. The icing on the cake is that no one knows for sure if you ever had a conversation with him. I should tweet that the SEC has opted not to appeal, having just spoken with a former SEC lawyer. I would be doing the right thing if I did it. We truly value having you here today. For the time being, I ask that you subscribe and favorite my channel.